What's going on, guys? Welcome to another tutorial from Trust. Today we're going to talk about how to create a user login and registration system in WordPress. Okay, so if you have a WordPress website, you may need to have users register on your website for various reasons. Okay, I'm going to show you the easiest way you can create a user registration system. So first off, I need you to come to the back end of your website. Okay, and I need you to come to plugins and click on add new. Alright, so what I want you to search for right now is WP User Manager. Okay, so WP User Manager by WP User Manager network. So basically I want you to install it. As you can see, they have over 9,000 installs and they regularly updates the plugin. So it's a plugin that is very easy to use and customize, and it's a lightweight plugin. It really doesn't slow down your website like so many other user registration systems in WordPress. So go ahead and activate the plugin. So having activated our plugin, we are brought to this page. Okay, now what I want you to do now is to click on setup login method. Essentially, if you click on this, I'm opening it up in a new tab. It brings you to the settings for this particular page. Okay, so there is the general settings. Okay, first off, under the general settings, I would just like us to click on general and see what we have there. So as you can see, there are different pages that we are asked to actually set up. But the good thing about WP User Manager is that it actually creates the necessary page on installation. So pages like our login page, our password reset page, our register page, accounts page, and even user profile page, it automatically creates them, okay, and sets them for you. So that's just one thing I wanted to show you. So if I go to pages right now and I open that in a new tab, you see this is the accounts page created by the plugin. Okay, if I scroll down, I will see the login page and the password reset page. So that's how the plugin actually works. All right, let's go back here and let's see. So let's move on to the login settings, and then we have the option to lock access to wp-login.php. Okay, so if we want all our users, including our administrator, to be redirected to the WP User Manager login page, then we can check this, and then there's the options to allow them sign up with username or email, okay, or either of the two. So I'm just going to click on save changes, and then if you click on miscellaneous settings, you can see this admin bar setting. Okay, so essentially it says select one or more user role from this list. Okay, and essentially what we want to do is to hide WordPress admin bar for specific user role. So essentially you only want your administrator to have access to the admin bar, so just click on administrator, and every other user lower than the administrator would not be able to see the admin bar. Or rather what you should do is to select other roles. Okay, so author and contributor and then subscriber. Okay, so these are the roles that will not have access to the admin bar. All right, so I'll go ahead and click on save changes, and I think those are the important things we need to set up our login and registration system. But then let's just see some of the other settings. So there's the email settings. Okay, so this is where you can actually customize the emails people get when they register. Okay, so you can go ahead and look into this, and then there's the profile settings. Okay, so I'm not going to stress too much on this, but the first is allow guests to view profiles. So of course you want guests to be able to view their profiles. Okay, allow members to view profiles. Okay, so enable this option to allow members to view users profile. Okay, so essentially if this option is disabled, your registered users would only be able to view their profile. Okay, so essentially it disables them from viewing other users profile. So I'll just click disable this. Okay, so custom avatar, enable this option to allow upload of custom avatar for their patient for their profile. So I'll go ahead and click on this. Okay, so disable cover profile cover image. So it depends on you and what you want. Disable strong password. So I'll just leave these settings like this, and I'll click on save. And then for redirects, this option is actually important. So if you want your users to be redirected to a page after they log in, then this is where you can actually set that. So after login, assuming I want my users to be redirected to, let's say, the home page, I'll select home, right? And after logout, I think I would want my users to be redirected to the login page. So let's just say login. Where is login? Okay, so login, I found it. Okay, so after registration also, if there is a particular page you want your users to be redirected to, then you select it here. So like maybe if you want them to check their email or something. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and click on save changes. All right, so let's go ahead and view our login page. So this is the login page. I'll just open it in a new tab to view it. And as you can see, it says that I am currently logged in as, and then it says my username. So what I'll do is I'm going to open this login page in an incognito tab. Okay, so I'll just do that here. So as you can see, I have a login page right here on the website. Okay, so let's see. So don't have an account, sign up. So I'll click on sign up so we can see the registration page. So there's an issue with the registration page. It says that the registration form cannot be used because either a username or email field is required to process registration. Please edit the form and add at least an email field. So basically I'll show you what this means. First off, let's go back to our settings. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll come to user and I'll click on settings, or rather I'll click on registration forms. So let's just come straight to registration forms, and then we can see that there is a default registration form here. Okay, so now let's customize this form and see what exactly they are talking about. So as you can see, the form is actually blank. So what we need to do first is we need to add options from this right side here. Okay, so I'll just add in username. So if people register, they need to specify their username and then their email. Okay, and their password. So these are the three absolutely important things, important items that your users need to register. So of course you can add some of these other options here, but to keep my registration form simple, I'll just work with these three. Okay, now I would look for, okay, I think it saves automatically because I do not see a save button here. And let's see what is in settings. Okay, so this is important also. So the registration rule. So when users register on your platform, how do you want, what role do you want to assign to the user? This is what this settings is about. So if you want them to be registered as subscribers, then leave it as so. But if you want them to have higher permission, like maybe author or contributor or editor, then this is where you want to set it. But I actually recommend you leave it as subscribers. Okay, and this plugin actually gives you the option to allow users to choose the roles they want to be registered as. Okay, so if I click on this, it will show me other roles. So if I click on, let's say, contributor, the users will be shown an option to register as contributor or as maybe an author or stuff like that. Okay, but of course I do not want that allowed here. Okay, so actually go ahead and look at some of these settings here. So terms and conditions page, if you have a terms and conditions page, then you need to set that here. But of course, if you are registering users, then you need to have a terms and conditions page and a privacy policy page. So if you don't have those pages on your website, check, there's a link in the description that shows you how to quickly generate a terms and conditions page and a privacy policy page for your WordPress website. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and save, and then I'll go back to our incognito tab, and then I'll refresh the tab so we can see the difference. So as you can see, there is username, email, and password which we specified, of course, and there is the privacy policy checkbox. So essentially, we've been able to set up a user login and registration system on our website. Okay, of course, you want to design your page to look better and smarter. You can do that with Elementor, and but essentially we've achieved what we want to. So that's how you set up user login and registration in literally minutes on your website. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you are not subscribed to my channel, then please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's so much goodies on my YouTube channel, and I would like to have you on board. Thank you so much. See you in another tutorial.